All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you guys 4 different wholesale distributors if you're having trouble getting ungated on Amazon, because these 4 distributors will for sure 100% get you ungated for any brand or product or category on Amazon that these suppliers carry. Okay, so ungating has always been one of the hardest things when it comes to new beginner sellers starting their own Amazon journey and Amazon business. And it doesn't need to be that way. It really is not that complicated. It's very straightforward. Find an authorized distributor, provide the invoice that Amazon is requesting from 10 to 400 units of a single product for the brand or category. Supply that invoice, and boom, you're done. You're ungated. Okay. So this is the whole point of the video, just to make sure you guys get through this with no issues. And so again, I teach wholesale. And so for these distributors and suppliers, you're going to need a LLC, EIN, and seller's permit, which is not that hard to get. A couple $100 total, depending on who you go through and what state you're in. But super simple. First one right here is called EE Distribution. Okay, so they basically supply toys and game products. And like here are some examples of brands: Funko, Hasbro, DC, like so many, Fisher Price, so many good name brand products that people know, like, and trust, and are sold very well on Amazon. Okay, and so they might have a new website. Let's check this out. Okay, I already don't like this. Yeah, okay. So just stick to this normal website. I thought this would make it easier, but no. Okay, so again, you're going to have to apply for a wholesale account. I don't guarantee any one of these will open up a wholesale account with just any one person who reaches out to them. Again, you have to know how to position yourself right. And if you want to learn how to properly contact these wholesale distributors to actually make sure you get the accounts open, go watch one of my last videos. I just posted one about this. Make sure you go watch this and then come back to this to make sure you get the accounts open for these, how you can get ungated. Okay, but this is the first one for the toy and game category. A lot of great brands here. Very simple to get ungated with their invoice and approve for an Amazon or a wholesale account with that. Okay, so now we'll move on to Frontier Co-op, which is a grocery supplier. So there's a lot of different products here. And if we just go to products, you could see all the different categories they sell in, and it's a lot of just grocery products for the most part. Now, I'm not saying that their pricing is the best or anything, because it's definitely not. But again, you're not really using these suppliers to make profit. You're just using these suppliers to get ungated and certain brands and categories. That way you don't have to worry about it, and you could buy from other suppliers and distributors and make a ton of profit with them with no issues, just in case they're not the biggest of distributors and Amazon isn't recognizing them in their invoice for some reason. Okay, so Frontier Co-op does a lot of grocery products. Make sure you go to the wholesale tab right here. And here's their wholesale part of the website. Okay, and so you can see a lot of different brand name products here, like Myers is a good one. And so this will definitely work for your ungating needs in the grocery and maybe personal care, health and household categories. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Again, go to sign in, create an account here, and new company, create a company account. Okay, and then you could go from these, just get started with the normal one and keep it pushing. You don't want to pay an annual fee for Frontier Co-op when you can't even really make profit from them. So there's no point in doing that. Just create a general account and you'll be just fine. Okay. Now, when doing this, you obviously want to do it smart. You want to be buying products that, you're not going to lose a ton of money on. You're not likely to make any money on it, but as long as you're just breaking even, or, losing a couple bucks, or maybe making a couple bucks here or there, plus or minus, that's not really the point of it. You're not doing it to make the profit. You're doing it to get ungated. So just keep that in the back of your head before going into this, that, this isn't not to make profit. This is just to break even or lose a couple bucks or make a couple bucks and get ungated in a certain category brand for the future, because this is a long-term business at the end of the day, and you need to treat it as such. Okay, so this is the next one, Frontier Co-op. So let's move on. VoiceComm. This is a very good distributor for electronic products. Okay, so we can see all the brands they carry here, like Pelican, Kate Spade, Soundcore, Anchor. There's so many, Satoshi. You guys get the point, right? There's a lot of good brands here, Belkin. And so this is a good one for the electronic category side of things. You could see what we carry. Let's check and see how many brands they actually have. Our catalog. Yeah, so Samsung, JBL, Spec, so many good brands here. UAG, it's like a phone case company. Pop Socket, it's like massive brand names here in the electronics category side of things. And electronics is a harder category to get ungated in. So as long as you're buying from a reputable authorized distributor like this for electronic products, you should be good to go and have literally no issues for the future endeavors of your Amazon wholesale account. Okay, so again, just click register and boom, you're going to go through all this information to create your account and go through the application and everything. Again, if you don't know how to properly contact these wholesale suppliers, make sure you go watch my previous video. Just broke it down exactly how you need to contact and position yourself when reaching out to these companies. Okay. Next one is Muscle Foods USA. Okay, so this is a great supplier for nutrition products, okay, like supplements and nutritional products. So this will be good for the health and household category side of things and all that kind of crap, okay? So let's go to our brands section. So what kind of brands they carry. Click on brands. Here we go. First Form, 3D, Energy, Gymweed, Alpha Lion, Anabar, BPN, Bear Bells, Bloom Nutrition, BPI. Like there's so many good brands again for the supplement nutritional category side of things. Like they have a lot of brands here. It just keeps going. It keeps going. They even have Red Bull. Like they have so many great name brand products here. Okay, and so here you just need to do the registration side of things. Again, once you put this is just like a normal registration form, and so once you fill out your personal information here, when you're putting your address, make sure you put your supplier's address. Not your supplier's, your prep center's address. That way when they search it, it's a warehouse and not your house. And then from here on out, they're going to reach out to you via phone or email and ask you like more traditional like application questions of what your business is. Fill out this application, the full application. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so this is another great, I don't mean to show any of that. This is another great wholesale supplier to get ungated. You'll have no issues using their invoice and getting ungated with Amazon and any of those categories. So that is that. And just a little freebie to end off the video for you guys here. Here is a full script I have been using for the longest time, probably 5 years plus now. I've been using this exact script to open maybe not hundreds, but 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 different wholesale accounts, maybe up into the hundreds of wholesale accounts. I've used this exact script. So make sure you guys like take a screenshot, whatever you want to do to save this and use this script when reaching out to those suppliers and any supplier I just listed to open up a wholesale account. And, when you're using a script like this combined with a prep center address and, an actual domain. So for example, Thomas at LLC distribution.com. Don't know if I spelled that right or not, but an actual domain and email like this looks a lot more professional than Thomas at gmail.com. Okay, so never use this right here and just go to GoDaddy, buy a domain for like $10 a year and be done with it. Connect it to a professional Gmail account, business Gmail account, and these two right here, these two little strategies I just gave you for completely free will 10x the amount of wholesale accounts you get approved for rather than keep getting denied over and over again, okay? So make sure you guys actually take advantage of everything I just laid down in this video because this is absolute free game to take your business to the next level. Make sure you get ungated for those big name brand products and categories that you've been struggling to get ungated with. If you're doing OA, RA, or wholesale and not buying from the right suppliers, use those 4 suppliers for those big categories and you'll be just fine, okay? If you guys want to work directly one-on-one with me to eliminate all the trial and error process, make sure you don't make any costly mistakes and just have me accelerate your whole path to success by giving you suppliers, scripts, strategies, everything, the whole 9 yards, and kind of just hold your hand throughout the entire process until you get the results that you want out of your Amazon wholesale business. Make sure you go to the link in my bio, apply, and see if you qualify to work with me. Okay. Other than that, make sure you go watch my other videos, a ton of free value, and make sure you subscribe and like this video. Thank you.